Моя земля – це моя батьківщина, напевно, да?
My land is my native on which you were born and want to improve the lives of people so that Ukraine will become known around the entire world, not only as supplier of raw materials. We have to make high-quality products that will be in great demand for Ukrainians and foreigners as well. In other words, we must create the Made in Ukraine label of products that are of the highest quality. This applies to plants, livestock and fish. Any products exported to other countries from Ukraine must be 100% in terms of quality.
Це була якісна 100% продукція.
Every day, Taras Mazur takes care of a massive cattle breeding farm. He develops the production of meat of different animals. Among them are bulls, cows, sheep, and goats. Each species was specifically selected and populated. Within 3 years, he managed to revive his farm. It was in fact a farm that survived from the post-Soviet period with overgrown weeds and a totally destroyed premises. So the main task for the new manager of the project of animal husbandry was to develop a strategy and a plan for the implementation of the successful breeding of both sheep and cattle. A decision was made to import livestock with the genetics from abroad that meet the standard requirements for breeding on farms in Ukraine. We imported such breeds as Hereford, Aberdeen, and Angus breeds of cattle from Germany. We also brought from Austria the Merino sheep for quality meat, which are well adapted to our conditions of detention, and we're currently increasing the head count of livestock. Taras has proposed the idea of producing marble meat. Production of this delicacy in Ukraine is still at quite a low level, so he plans to take a leading place in this niche. We preferred the marble meat. These are steaks and meat for cooking. Marble meat means that they have such interlayers in the muscles, which melt and give juiciness to the meat when they're cooked. Such breeds as Charolais and the light Aquitaine have more lean meat. Nevertheless, our goal is to produce quality meat such as in Canada, in New Zealand, namely the marble quality meat.
В Канаді і в Новій Зеландії мармурового якісного м'яса.
Marble meat is better than ordinary beef in terms of the content of nitrogenous extractives, pantothenic acid biotin. Such substances enhance the secretory function of the digestive apparatus and improve the level of digestibility of the products. Meat promotes the removal of substances that are detrimental to the human body. Marble beef is one of the best delicacies in the world. It first appeared in Japan in the middle of the 19th century. The technology of obtaining such kind of meat was developed on these islands. Japanese farmers feed the bull calves with grain for up to 300 days. So then, Ukrainian farmers became interested, and they organically created an integrated economy for this purpose.
Справжнє якісне органічне виробництво неможливо без двох ключових напрямків. Це як рослинництво, яке поставляє корма для тваринництва, так і тваринництво, завдяки якому...
There are two key elements in the process of the production of organic food products. You must grow plants in order to properly feed the livestock, and it is thanks to livestock that can obtain the necessary organic fertilizers. In forage production, we choose different crops, and we try to place the main accent on alfalfa, which is a fairly widespread bean culture in Ukraine. We have quite large areas of this culture. By the number of nutrients, it fully corresponds to the basic physiological requirements of all animals. There are also other crops that ensure a more balanced diet. The diet also includes corn, oats, and barley. The fact is that the use of 4 to 5 crops allows you to make a diet for animals all year round. Today, the US and Australia are the main suppliers of marble beef on the world market. The most important for producers is the rational use of cattle, for which genetic marbling of meat is inherent. The fact is that the raising of such bulls is an extremely profitable business.
Державна підтримка.
Governmental support. Organic farmers are a priority. They have certain advantages. Organic production is a specific certified method of the production of agricultural food products. This is exactly what gives producers of organic food products the opportunity to participate in any support programs of the ministry. For example, livestock programs related to the assistance in the procurement of breeding animals. In short, this livestock from which farmers can get the products. After that, there is the reconstruction of cattle breeding farms and the necessary equipment. Needless to say, this is highly critical in the farming sector. Last year, we used the program of partial reimbursement for purchasing some genetic resources. Fortunately, this year, the state increased financing of the Ukrainian agricultural sector. We hope that this will be a token of support of Ukrainian farmers in the future. Still, Taras Mazur needs to work a lot to gain the status of a reproductive farm. At the same time, here professionals already try to cross breeds according to Canadian technology. For example, Aberdeen Angus with the Herefords or with the bodybuilder Limousine. And who knows, maybe these Herefords with their ring in the nose and grey beauties similar to the Chumak oxen will produce a new kind of Ukrainian marble meat. Agriculture for Taras Mazur is a new period in his life. 3 years ago, he was a city official, and he did not know any secrets of zoology techniques and the livestock saw from afar. Now he starts every morning with a farm roundup. He is involved in gathering hay and the rebuilding of the cow sheds.
Taras
Grigorovich came to our farm as an auditor, and then he saw all the animals and decided to engage in animal husbandry. He brought a lot of good to the farm. We started with 8 sheep, not knowing whether this sphere would develop or not. Already today we have about 300 sheep.
Близько 300 голів маточного поголів'я. Те саме і з великою...
The same is with the cattle. At the current moment, this is not an issue. Today we already have 200 suckler cows, and this year we have plans to increase their number to 300 heads.
Поголів'я, і в цьому році ми його плануємо збільшити до 300. Кормить ми стараємося в наш час...
We try to feed from them, from the fields with an organic status, and we try to prepare all fodder bases from these organic fields that have high quality output.
Щоб мати високоякісну продукцію на виході.
The farmer remembers his changes to a new hypostasis as a water project. Then his audit found that the reason for the sheep plague on the farm was the decaying water supply. Now the animals drink clear water from the water well. After all, water is a very important element in their nutrition. Our farm uses a modern filtration and water purification system. Our animals consume purified water, disinfected with ultraviolet rays from various bacteria, and mechanical purification of water from sand impurities. Also, the water passes through a process of decrease in the level of iron. For sheep grazing, you need very spacious paddocks, Yevdokia Litvinenko suggests. Earlier, she was a specialist in the artificial insemination process, and now she's the caretaker of the maternity ward. They're like children, especially when the little ones. When lambing time comes, we talk to them and help them. They breed 2, and occasionally they breed 3. On a positive note, we have 100 young heads, and then we received another 100. Merino lambs grow very quickly. Within 3 months, they reach a weight of 50 kilograms. Their meat is tender and dietary. This year, a hen house will be built on the farm. Taras Mazur plans to develop his poultry farm by raising chickens, pheasants, and guinea fowl in his hen house.
Стосовно чи повернувся...
Would I have returned to what I was doing earlier to audit activity? I guess not. I'm very happy with what I am doing today and enjoy it more than what I was doing in my former occupation.
Розпочали, воно ще не завершене. Тому я не можу
What
сказати...
we have started now has not yet been completed, so I can't say that I'm happy. It is only when I finish and realize all my dreams that I will definitely be able to say that I will be 100% happy.
На шляху я відчуваю, що я наближаюся.
But it's a long and winding road, and there are always certain obstacles to overcome.
Відчуття, що я щаслива людина. А це
This is about energy. You live and work in some kind of rhythm. Everything is totally different and new. When there is an intensive development of the economy and new ideas are coming, when you come across this, you realize that you can do better than you did yesterday. And in that way, it captures you and adds a certain drive.